Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read the monthly tarot reading for February 2017 for you coming from Aquarius. Now, I'm going to shuffle some cards firstly, and the first card I pull will be to do with your romance, marriage, and family areas. And it's facing me, so it is not a very strong card in that sense. Now, for the first 15 days, you are doing very well. There is a big demand for you in romance. You are very popular, and there's a possibility of you easily securing the romance partner that you want. So you are very lucky in the first 15 days. Get busy, make your choice, and you will do very well. In the second 15 days, things are not so steady. Either something you hear about the romance partner you don't like in the last 15 days, or something the romance partner hears about you that he or she doesn't like, comes to disturb the last 15 days in February. And therefore, the last 15 days of February for you in Aquarius weaken very fast. And you have to be careful. That emotional state that you will be in is pretty bad as well. The last 15 days shows mental and emotional stress and anxiety. So, first 15 days, think carefully before you dive into it. If it's a new romance, if it's an ongoing romance, try in the first 15 days to strengthen it if you want to keep it. Because the last 15 days, whether it's a new romance or an ongoing romance, is going to weaken very badly for you. I'm going to apply the same card to your marriage and say that the first 15 days are going to be very good for you in your marriage state. There's a flowering and good news and plenty of lovely things to look forward to, long term and short term. Everything works very well for you. So it's a time to plan and a time to get support from your marriage partner as well. But the last 15 days are very worrisome. It shows depression. It shows the emotional state that's very difficult for you in your marriage area, and it also shows difficulties in correspondence. So the communication area weakens a lot for you in the second half of the month. The only good news is that your financial situation regarding the marriage, the financial situation is not really the reason why things are going bad. So it's got to be some other reason. But anyway, the last 15 days in your marriage situation have to be very carefully dealt with because they progressively become worse and worse. First 15 days extremely good, second 15 days very dicey in marriage areas. In general family areas, I would have to say that the first 15 days, siblings, parents, the marriage partner, the children, nothing is disturbing anybody any much. But the second 15 days, make sure that there's no interference into your marriage from your siblings or your parents. Otherwise, that could be also the reason why your marriage starts to have problems. Okay? The next card I'm going to pull will be to do with your career, business and finances areas, and is facing me again. And so you are not very secure about, let's talk of career first. Regarding your career, the first 15 days are extremely good. You can be promoted, you get good news about money, plenty of support from superiors, your bosses and your colleagues work very well with you in the first 15 days. Everything goes very well, you are hitting the right buttons in the first 15 days. But the last 15 days, problems are seen. There is a lot of offshoot of differences, firstly. And between the underside, the undercurrents are beginning to show from your career, regarding your career, from your colleagues or from your bosses. So your career takes a dip in the last 15 days. It's not very secure. Is it towards breaking point? No, because you still have two planets in the last 15 days who are good to you and they keep you afloat. So it's basically stress and anxiety. But you're going to pull through. But why not, now that you're listening to me, use the first 15 days security to build up support for yourself from colleagues or from the superiors, so that when the trouble starts to show in the last 15 days, you will have the support that you have already built up from the first 15 days. Okay. Regarding business, your first 15 days are very lucky. Go out and ask for the moon, and you are going to get plenty of support of every kind. And you will find that whatever you do, you are going to be well supported in the first 15 days. The last 15 days in your business area are very difficult. They show a letdown or being played out or bad news in terms of complications of misunderstanding. And they also show differences that you and your business partner or the people you do business-wise is also going to be shown in the last 15 days. Okay? So in areas of business, first 15 days extremely good, and then the last 15 days turning bad. But it's not a total breakdown in the last 15 days, because you have these two planets which I mentioned earlier in Aquarius who are helping you to keep afloat. So stress, anxiety are seen, but you're not going to totally collapse in the last 15 days. General finances, well, first 15 days, everything going according to the plan, feelings are good about finances, but the last 15 days, a bit of money panic comes into the show, and if you're not careful, there can be a tightening of financial resources. So the best way is now, if you're in business, use the first 15 days to shore up whatever you can in terms of finances, and then this can keep you at least having a good financial spirit about things in the last 15 days. The last card that I'm going to pull is got to do with your health, and it's facing me. So that's not a very good sign for you. Now regarding health, for the first 15 days of February, the situation is quite steady, but it shows a little form of depression, and I think it is due to anxiety more than anything else. You are in control of your health situation in the first 15 days, but last 15 days become a bit trying. Well, there are 3 planets in the last 15 days who are creating problems, and one of the problems could be the planet of diabetes may be affecting you, or if you are a heavy smoker or a heavy alcohol consumer, then it's got to do with addictions, the word addictions, and that could now become a problem. Okay, so control that area as well. And thirdly, what I can see here is the moon side disturbing you in the last 15 days. That's got to do with your stomach. But if you're a female listening to me, if you're a woman listening to me, then it's the womb area as well. So if there are any symptoms like this, just look into these areas. But it's not a total breakdown, don't worry. You've got 3 good planets to support you, and you can pull through, but watch out for the symptoms in health areas. And that's what I have to tell you, coming from Aquarius, using divinity tarot cards, Kabbalistic tarot cards, and for the month of February. Okay, thank you and goodbye.